Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Okay. Indianapolis Colts. So last year they oh man, took it down. So let's just start with our favorite move and I'll get there what they were last year as far as standings. Eric, what was your favorite move that the Colts made?
Just re-signing Pittman. I'm a big fan of his. I think he's solid. He's gonna be like a true number one receiver. And they kept him and they needed to. So just extended him or whatever you want to call it. They didn't let him go. And I think that's gonna help out a lot because you need that number one receiver. So
Yeah, that's a good one. They finished last year, by the way, 9-8. So I think it was Gardner Minshew, right? Because Richardson was injured at the time.
yeah.
Okay. I have drafting Latu, if I pronounced that wrong, just tell me I'm stupid, everybody. Highest pass rusher rate in college. He had the highest pass rusher rate, and so I don't know if this means the year 2003, which would include the January or the 2023 season. I was trying to look it up, couldn't find it, but he had 23.5 sacks in 2023. So they needed pass rush. You know, they need it. Every team needs it. So I love that draft pick for them. And then back up Joe Flacco. I like that because Richardson will be hurt here and there. So as long as it's not a season-ending injury, Flacco is a guy you can put in there to keep your season, not falling over. You know what I'm saying? Like your season will still be able to. He'll win one or two games for you.
Yeah, he's not gonna cost you a game, most likely.
Correct. Okay. Let's do least favorite move.
I don't feel like they did enough this offseason in general.
Sure.
You got that, like it's a little bit of the opposite of the Texans. You got the young quarterback that he looked promising when healthy, and they didn't really do enough, in my opinion, to try to take advantage of it. And when you have a rookie quarterback, you got to go all in. And I don't think you wait a year or two. I think you do it right after you get him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I didn't have any like moves that I absolutely hated, but I think I'm with you. I like what you said. They really didn't do a whole lot. So if you don't do a whole lot when you have that rookie contract, now maybe they're waiting to see if Richardson can be healthy before they go all in because Richardson was really banged up last year. So maybe they're just kind of waiting one extra year, which I don't necessarily blame them. Okay, if that's their goal, but if you went all, you got to go all in when these guys have rookie contracts. So I absolutely agree with you on that.
See, the thing I never understand with teams is that like they'll draft a quarterback and they want to wait and see how well he's going to do, but or don't want to make the wrong move. And I get that, but you know what? I'd rather have you go big because the reality of the situation, if that quarterback doesn't work out, most of the staff is not going to be there for the next. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Biggest green flag.
biggest green flag is I'm just keeping on the Pittman bandwagon. You'll notice the theme. I just love him. I think he did well with even Gardner Minshew as a quarterback. So I think I just think he's going to be really good this year.
I like that. Michael Pippen, is that the former running backs of Tampa Bay? Is that his kid?
I have no idea. I never looked that up, but I mean, I think he's a junior, so it could be.
He is a junior, so I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that's why you like him. Okay. My biggest green flag, offensive line. They have one of the best offensive lines in the league. You need it, especially with Richardson's health. And they Richardson's second year. I think that's another green flag. I thought he was real fun to watch. So for Colts fans, that's a fun quarterback to watch with his legs. He's a little better, like a little better Cam Newton almost. How big he is, his ability to run and throw the football. So those are my green flags.
Yeah.
Biggest red flags.
Richardson's health, Taylor's health. I mean, mainly Richardson. You need them to complete the season. I don't like. You need them to play at least 15 or 13 games and not see a lot of Flacco because you need to see what that guy can do.
Yeah, okay, I like it. Um, I have offensive weapons. I like Pippen too, and I like Pittman too, and I like Taylor. But outside of those two guys, they don't really have anyone that I'm like, oh yeah, this guy's good. So you talked about like, hey, why not go all in? Ayuk was on the trade block. There was a couple other wide receivers that were available. Like, you got to give young quarterbacks some help of people who are good. And I'm not saying that the other guys aren't going to be good. It's just that I would like a little bit more help for Richardson. So I have offensive weapons as a red flag.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it all when I'm not always a fan of relying on potential, so especially when you're trying to get a quarterback going.
Yeah, right, exactly. And then Jonathan Taylor, I'm kind of like, who is he? So the last 2 years, I think he had that big injury.
Yeah,
So last 2 years, he hasn't played all the games, which makes a lot of sense. He averaged about 4.4 yards a carry. In 2021, he had 5.5 yards a carry. He's only been in the league for 4 years. So I think he'll get back on track, but it's just something I'm watching, because
yeah.
to be fair to Jonathan Taylor, it's really hard to rebound from an injury that he had. So I'm not trying to nitpick on him, but I'm kind of have an eyebrow raised towards Jonathan Taylor right now.
I can
Um,
see that.
okay. Fantasy football go to?
Late round stream quarterback Anthony Richardson, or even potential starter, because he's a scrambling quarterback too. He's going to get you like 2-3 points every single week just by running the ball, get probably a couple of rushing touchdowns. And so they do have Taylor, who's a dominant, a great, when healthy, a very good running to great running back. Usually that goes for positives on the offensive side for the rushing offense of the team. So when they have a running quarterback too.
Yeah, I like that one. I like Pippen and Taylor too. I know I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth, but I think Taylor will rebound. But he's going to be their main back. So I like those moves as well.
Pittman would have been there, but I felt like I talked about him too much. So
That's fair. I'll do it for you. Okay. Prediction. What do you have the Colts going this year?
7-10.
Okay. I have 8-9. So
So not too far off.
no, 1 game off. Okay.
Too
Good.
bad in the division. So there has to be a bad team. It's just the way it is. So
Well,
I'm not going to be worse, but I'm definitely there has to be a bad team.
okay, well, here's a potential bad team we're going to talk about, Tennessee Titans. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.